Good day, Mr. Christopher Takano. This is my recitation number 1 under of THC number 13. It's article number 3, Bill of Rights. So for section number 1, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. And for the section 2, it's the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable and unreasonable searches and seizures of whether nature and for any purposes shall be inviolable, and no search warrant or warrant of arrest shall issue except upon probable cause to be determined personally by the judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witness he may produce, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. And for section 3, the privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court, or when public safety or under or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. And any evidence obtained in violation of this at the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose in any proceeding. And for section 4, it's no law shall be passed abridged to the freedom of speech, of expression, or the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress or grievances. And for section number 5, no law shall be made or respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, the free exercise enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. And for section number 6, the liberty of adobe and the changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. And neither shall be the right to travel be impaired except the interests of national security, public safety, or public health as may be provided by the law. And for section number 7, the right of the people to information on matter of public concern shall be recognized access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transaction, or decision, as well as to government research data use basis for policy development, shall be afforded by the citizen, subject to such limitation would be prescribed by the law. And for section number 8, the right of the people, including those employed in the public and private sectors, to form unions and associations or societies for purposes not contrary to law shall not be abridged. And for section number 9, private property shall be not taken for public use without just compensation. And for section number 10, no law impairing the obligation of contract shall be passed. And for section number it's for section number 11, free access to the courts and quasi judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. And for section number 12, any person under investigation for the commission of offense shall be have the right to be informed of the right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. And if the person cannot afford the services of counsel, and he must be provided with the one, or this right cannot be waived except in the writing and in the presence of counsel. And number two, it's no torture, force, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means which violate the free will shall be used against him. Secret detention places, solitary, incommunicate, or other similar forms of detention are prohibited. And any confession or admission obtained in the violation of this section number 17 there is shall be admitted in the evidence against him. The law shall provide the penal and civil sanction for violation of this section, as well as the compensation to and the rehabilitation of victims of torture in the similar practices and their families. For section number 13, all persons except those charged with offense punished by prison perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall before conviction be bailable by if sufficient sureties or be released or recognized as may be provided by law, and the right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Is excessively bail should not be required. And for section 14, it's no person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. And in all criminal prosecution, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved, and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself and counsel, to inform the nature of cause of the accusation against him or her, to have any speedy or impartial and public trial, to meet the witness face to face, and to have compulsory process to secure the attendance of witnesses and the production of evidence of his behalf. However, after arraignment, trial may be proceed now withstanding the absence of the accused, provided that he has been duly notified and his failure to appear is unjustifiable. And for section number 15, the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall be not suspended except in the cases of invasion of rebellion when the public safety requires it. And for section number 16, all persons shall have the right to speedy disposition of their cases before or judicial or administrative bodies. And for section number 17, no person shall be complied to be a witness against himself. And for section number 18, no person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspiration. And no involuntary servitude in the form shall against except as a punishment for a crime thereof, the party shall be have been duly convicted. And for section number 19, excessive excessive fines shall not be imposed, or not cruel, discarding, or inhuman punishment inflicted, neither shall be the death penalty be imposed unless for compelling reason involve heinous crimes. The Congress hereof provides for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to reclusion perpetua. The employment of physical, psychological, or degrading punishment against any prisoner or detained, or the use of sentence or inadequate penal facilities under inhuman conditions shall be dealt with by law. And for Section 20, no person shall be imprisoned for debt or a debt or utang or non-payment of a poll tax. And for Section 21, no person shall be twice put in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense. If an act are punished by law and an ordinance, conviction, and actual under either shall constitute by a bar to another prosecution for the same act. And for Section 22, no ex post facto law or bill or attained shall be enacted. And that's all for my recitation 1. Thank you, sir.